let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where are you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where are you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
But I just saw it on my Google page and I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the download. We are live. We're doing it live, coming straight from Cyborg City, where we are chatting everything gaming and technology. This week we got a full lineup. That's right. We got Call of Duty changing how movement will be in video games forever. We also got some technology news. We got Banana surpassing 377,000 concurrent players on Steam. And me questioning what it means to be a gamer these days, I guess. And also 3 major platforms abandoning Twitter. So much more. The UK gamers, so strong in their fight against the dollar. And they are winning. They are winning. And it's something to look for. To mimic here on the America side, that's for sure. But I want to get into first all these awesome gamers and what they've been gaming on before we jump into the show. Callie, what have you been gaming on? How's it going? Thanks for coming on by.
Yeah, I've been playing some Starship Troopers Extermination. Man, I know I keep saying it, but I'll say it again. That game's so fun. 16 players in a not a lobby, a party, and going and killing bugs. That just sounds like a blast. Yeah, so I've been playing.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, we saw the stream. Good to see you back up and live. Cool. And Wilson, what have you been gaming on recently? I know you beat High on Life, right? And now you're on to some other adventures.
High on Life was fun to revisit. I'm really glad that I got round to it before it leaves Game Pass tomorrow, which if any of you have got it nearly ticked off, make sure you do finish that tick by tonight because it is leaving Game Pass. And after that, what have I been... Do you know what I got into after that, bro? Is everyone's been talking Dragon Age, haven't they? And Maker and Callie have played a little Inquisition. And we always talk about that Dragon Age Origins being such a good game, comparable to BG3. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to re-download it. So I did. I bought a couple of the old DLCs I never owned, and I'm rerunning through a 2009 RPG and loving the hell out of it.
Yes, you're an odd one for doing that, especially when you have started Red Dead Redemption 2 and you have not completed it. So I'm dumbfounded as to why you're on Dragon Age. But you do as you may. We are all individual gamers.
Listen, I've earned your respect. I've played the 2 games that earns Root Diggs' respect. Okay,
That's true.
Beyond that,
That's
you can't
true.
question me.
SPG is next. Jem, what have you been gaming on this week?
I've been playing Body Cam, Chivalry, Wreckfest, Helldivers 2 this week. Yeah.
Nice. You've been shooting a lot of guns on the computer, it seems. Helldivers 2, a big update coming through, making a lot of changes, and body cam with that photorealism is awesome to see. Nads, what have you been up to in gaming on this week?
Hey, hello. Usually I don't join the download as I'm at work, but today I'm sick, so I tag along to talk about video game. And I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 with the final shape being live. A lot of activity, new stuff to do in there. You gotta love it.
Awesome. Yeah, we completed the final shape, and now it's trying to get through that raid, which is pretty ridiculously difficult right now. A lot of mechanics, a lot of quick time. You gotta be doing all the right things before the timer runs out. 4 minutes is not enough time to get those shapes and hit those switches and deal with all those enemies, but we were able to do a little bit of it.
Yeah, without dying, that's the big thing.
Yeah, don't die. I'll always remember politics on that day 1 of Vault of Glass. All right, everyone, here's the strategy, and also don't die.
Just don't die.
Just don't die. SPG, what have you been gaming on this week?
All kinds of little tiny gaming, man, like experiences. I haven't really dove in and really played any. Of course, BG3. I'm always playing that.
Yeah.
But Abiotic Factor, played a little of that with Jeff. Played a little Gray Zone. Been playing a little bit of X Defiant. We ran around and got our stuff pushed in on on those rounds. And I started Marvel's Midnight Suns.
The card RPG.
Yeah, it's kind of like BG3 in a sense, but instead of picking spells and like choices, you're doing cards. I've been checking that out. And Body Cam, of course, with Jem. That's a pretty fun game. But that's about it.
Awesome. Let's move down the list. Ray, what have you been up to in gaming on this week?
Trying out the new Maximum Football beta. It's pretty good. Gets a little hard at first, but then when you get into it, it gets easier. You guys know I Marvel Snap. I've been playing some Marvel Midnight Suns, Red Dead Redemption 2 with Crow, Jeff, and SPG and Kevin. Let's see what else. And just playing that stuff, man. Really just doing a lot of Marvel snapping and trying to get new cards. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. Great to have you here. Vet, what have you been gaming on? I hear you're in the mobile scene as of late.
I haven't really played much games lately. I've just kind of been hanging out in the Discord. I've dabbled in a few things here and there, but nothing really major. I've just kind of been doing some tech stuff mostly, or lately, and but I'm gonna try to get back into doing some gaming stuff at some point soon.
Cool. Well, don't be a stranger to the sticks. I remember you did play some X Defiant with us, and you getting the I tried commendation at the end was hilarious for us all, I think.
Yeah, I really tried to get that one. It took a lot of work. I had to thank a lot of people for effort. It was a team effort for me to be the worst player in the history of that game. I even had the devs reach out to me to tell me how bad I did. So, I take pride in being terrible. It's a lot of work sometimes.
Well, let's jump into what's going on in gaming and news this week. We have Banana surpassing 377k concurrent players on Steam. I don't know what is happening here. This is ridiculous. If anyone has seen this, well, this is smashing all types of records now on Steam. It's a free game where essentially, made with Unity, you're just clicking the banana. And I don't get
Then what
why
happens?
this... Nothing. Nothing. I don't get why it's at
Banana.
377k.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
will
just,
tell
it
you.
just
I,
counts.
no, no, no.
It just
Here,
counts.
Listen,
I'll
that's
tell
not a
you
game.
why.
What do you mean?
All right.
I will.
Yeah,
no,
it just counts how many times you click the banana.
I will tell you why
Yeah,
it is
okay.
doing so successful. Have you ever you see those it's the attention span of the current generation of gamers. That's all
Listen,
it is.
if you have one, everyone enjoys playing with their banana. Of course, this is going to be a great game.
Oh my god.
I'm waiting for
Yeah,
the
Well,
VR
there you
version.
go.
literally for everyone. I mean, everyone's got one now. But
Uh,
to shift
it could be
the
a
topic
joke.
here, I'm just saying that if you look at all these idle type games that are on handheld devices or on phones, where you're just tapping the screen to do something stupid. That's what that's
Yeah, but
the
no,
kind of
this
mindset.
isn't. This is still different to that. This is even worse than that, bro. Like, oh, this is just
No,
it signifies
no,
what a deficiency we have in IQ right now. Like
That-
overall,
it's
as a
100%. That's the-
population, deficient
Yeah.
IQ is the only
Preach.
logical.
Wilson,
It's the
Wilson,
only logical reason,
no,
right?
Wilson, I'm not
I-
disagreeing
Hold
with
on,
you.
let Wilson.
I have
Okay,
I have a
finish.
feeling that
I'm finished.
I have
All
a
right,
feeling
all right,
that
let me-
this game came out and then it was like a joke that someone put out and everybody kind of went with it. And now I got a lot of downloads because people are like, "Oh, you should download this game. It's great." But people realize it's
free,
a shit game.
and then
This is
it's free.
Yeah,
it's
but
kind
this
of
is
like
the-
a flash movement. But let's go through each of the panelists and kind of see what they
Yeah.
feel of why this is hitting a success and stuff. So I'll go through some select people. We'll go Gem first. Give your thoughts on why you think this game is successful and have you downloaded it?
I have downloaded it for like 5
Oh,
minutes.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you
God.
are part of the
Oh,
problem.
Give me a sec. give me a sec.
Gem's the
All right, all
problem.
right.
You see?
All right. Sorry,
Give me a
sorry.
sec.
Let Gem talk. Let Gem talk.
Give me a sec. I already know why it's popular, and to be honest, Steam should take it down. It's popular because every 3 hours, if you click on a banana, you get a market item on Steam, and with that, you earn real money. You can earn up to £150 every 3
Oh.
hours. That's why it's there. It's just gambling, but you don't actually lose anything except your time.
Wow. Okay, I didn't
What?
know
Bro,
that.
I'm downloading this game right now. How does that
There you
work?
go.
What are you
Sorry?
talking? Okay.
How does that
David's
work?
gonna play with his banana immediately.
Yeah,
Sorry, sorry.
absolutely.
We went from-
Guys,
I just
I'm
won
gonna
18
need-
the whole fucking team.
guys, I need everyone to just let Gem define what he just said again.
Okay, so this isn't actually a game that people give a fuck about where they have fun and playing it. It's just it's literally it's like gambling without the actual risk. It's basically every 3 hours you can see on the Steam store page. If you scroll down to description, it says every 3
Yeah.
hours you'll get one random banana. That banana value it can range from 1p to £150. If you go on the Steam Marketplace and search for the banana game, you can see that people are selling bananas for like £150. Like these are real transactions that have been made. So
buying
people are earning free games. So the people who are buying this is the same dumb fucks who bought into NFTs. Eventually, the banana value will keep going up, and then it will just stop. And then whoever paid the last highest bill gets screwed over. It's just like the NFT scams. This is like a scam as well, but you're not actually losing anything. You just click on a banana every 3 hours, and that's about it. It's just free money. That's
Sounds
what
like
the
a
whole game is.
What?
And to be,
How-
I think Valve should remove this.
So it is an IQ issue, but it's a good one.
Unless,
So
unless,
wait a second. It's
unless you're
funneling
actually clicking
people.
on it. Sorry.
It's funneling people who are buying these NFTs, and then these people who download the game have access to these people who are like, who's funding this? Where does the money come from?
Oh my
People,
God.
so people like for example the £150 banana, right? that started
Yeah.
off at maybe, let's say, £20. So someone bought that and invested, then they sold it for 30. Someone else bought it for 30 and sold it at 40, and this just keeps going up and up, just like NFTs did. Eventually, it's gonna hit like a virtual cap, and then whoever pays last
Look at
is
this.
gonna get screwed over.
Look, if you look,
There's skins you can
Brew.
buy for your bananas.
Brew, I just put a link in the chat. If you click on it, you can actually open up to one of the most expensive bananas that you can get in the game, and it's
How expensive is it?
So this is the early days of the banana
someone is
wars.
selling it.
Okay,
Someone is
gotcha.
selling it for $780.
Okay, and if you look,
Oh my god, that's bananas.
if you look on the right, it's already sold for £260. Like someone bought this for 260.
That's
Okay,
terrible.
we're pulling this up. This is peeling me apart here, guys. What is
I'm glad you went to
happening?
Gem first to get like an overall view. I'm so glad you went to Gem.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
Oh, I am dumbfounded right now. What is happening? 5 for sale at $780.
You know what?
There are
I don't-
395 requests to buy at $332 or lower.
The 390
I'm gonna pay off all of my debts in bananas.
Yeah.
David, listen. It's going to be much like real life. Nobody's buying your banana, bro.
Damn. You want to know something though? You don't lose anything but time because it is free. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Whoever
crazy.
Whoever
And here's-
invented this, I salute you, Robin Hood. I do. Oh my goodness.
and
But
here's
you
the
know
thing.
the issue? The issue is you install something on your computer. I don't know what's the policy with Valve, but if someone was able to come up with that, what they can do with your computer from there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they're using your processor for crypto mining or something like that, right? Who knows?
Right.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
o-
good
I'm okay
that's a
with
good shout out, Nads. They could definitely be
actually
doing
a-
things to your computer.
There was a
doing
scam that
that,
went
but-
around on Twitter like that a few months ago, where as long as you just signed in with your Twitter details and it autofilled, all you had to do was click the link, sign up with your Twitter details, put in your bank account, and you get 40 quid. Today, you will get 40 quid. But what you sign over is indefinite access to your Twitter and like all of its metadata, and they're then allowed to do with it whatever they want. Sell it to this party, manipulate it with this, give it
Yeah,
to this,
exactly.
and you give them indefinite access. But I mean, people who don't have 40 quid right now, you can get 40 quid in the next 5 minutes if you sign up to that website. And it went around Twitter a couple of months ago. It was a massive, it was a massive scam, but it wasn't, because they were giving people that 40 quid. You were giving
they were
anyone who
paying
signed up
them.
that 40 quid. Yeah, because in the
Yeah.
long term, that data is going to be worth a lot more to that
Uh-huh.
company.
Well, you
They're
can
making a
join the
lot of money.
Discord right here. The bananas. So this was created in Discord, and I guess this is where they created the idea. I gotta say, I gotta give them a heads up. Cyborg City needs to create something like this. Oh my gosh.
Wow, you guys are being, amazing.
SPG, any thoughts on people playing with their bananas?
Yeah, actually, you know, you got to have great hand strength, and listen, this game is crazy, bro. If people are actually buying this crap, just like the NFTs, I guess, you know, they deserve to lose all their money, because this is definitely going to bottom out. I just can't see this actually being a thing. Like, what happens when everybody gets that banana and they're like, I want that $300? Is there really that many buyers that's going to be buying your banana? As David would like to pay off all of his debts, and I would love for him to be able to sell his banana.
I have lots of people that want to buy my banana. Just saying.
It's a little mind bending for sure. And if there is a marketplace that exists, I don't know what people are doing with these bananas. Perhaps there's a very rich Donkey Kong who is funding this banana
Dude, I just
situation.
don't know. How do you approach somebody? Hey, I have a very special, very unique, beautiful banana. Would you like to buy it for $800?
No, Gem makes.
I'm sorry,
Gem
they
makes
missed
exact
it. They
point.
should have did the eggplant. They should have did the eggplant. Play with your
Yeah, eggplant would have been better.
better. They've done better. With an
It's
eggplant.
just like NFTs, man. There's no sense to it, but a lot of modern day businesses there aren't, and there's still
Yeah,
a lot
and-
of investment.
And think of
And
all the people who lost so much on those NFTs because they are fucking worthless.
Good.
I would like to buy someone's banana. How much is it going to cost me?
Somebody,
and
somebody
that's
please,
how
click
it
that, please.
starts.
Somebody click that.
Yeah.
Somebody please click that, please. And put it in the-
No one clips anything I say. We've got a legend.
I didn't realize that the
the
story was going to turn into this. I thought it was just Steam trolling the internet and
Yeah.
PC players trolling with populations, but this is obviously something different. And that's why there's 377k people playing, as they're all trying to gather and sell their bananas.
It's financial trolling at its best.
Yeah.
Who gives
Yeah.
the game up right now?
Oh my god.
I wish you the best of luck,
That's
man.
not a banana, folks. That's
Hopefully
not
you
a
can get a good
Free
banana.
money, you would be dumb not to try. If you don't have anything better to do with yourself and you don't have a job and you need some more money in your household right now, you would be dumb if you don't download the banana game and at least try. You're like,
You hear
"Just
that?
try."
If you don't have a job, play with your banana.
Well, what I heard is if you're old, retired, don't do anything with your life, live at home or something like that, play with your banana and you'll get free
Yes.
money.
Yes.
Wow. That's quite the gaming story. Interesting
I
to
love
let people know about this. Again,
Well-
it takes very minimal 128 MB, so extremely tiny game. It can work on anything. Windows 7, you're essentially just clicking and dragging a mouse. So make sure to check it out. And starting January
Banana.
1st, 2024, the Steam client will only support Windows 10 and later versions. So Steam itself may cut off the accessibility to this. But crazy situation. Yeah, what's that, David? You want to say so? Yeah.
Yeah, one last silly thing. The banana Discord
Yeah.
server has 102 boosts. It has
Wow.
102
Oh, wow.
micro boosts. What?
Well, if they're dumb enough to buy a damn banana, come on.
Hey, you know what?
suppose.
You can't knock somebody's hustle, dude. You can't knock their
Bro,
hustle.
no,
This
it's
is the
fair
thing.
play to them,
But
bro.
hold on,
Facts.
hold on. This is the thing. We're cracking jokes. We're making fun of people in this Discord, but there are people that are playing this game and making a shit ton of money.
Huh.
So bravo to them.
Yeah.
If any of us,
Well,
this the
David
thing,
is going to be the living embodiment of this experiment. Go make some
yeah.
money, David.
I'm just saying that
Yeah,
if any of
we will
if any of
report next
us-
week on David's earnings from the banana game.
We want to know
so
how
stay
much David
tuned.
earned from his banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can neither
let's-
confirm nor deny that I bought David's. Never mind.
Let's continue on here. We have 3 major gaming platforms in the industry now abandoning the Twitter integration. So no longer can you post via Switch, PlayStation, or Xbox. I thought honestly they were going to turn about. I enjoyed the feature. I used the feature on both PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Sad to see it gone. I hope they at least integrate a Threads or something like that. But my thinking is they won't do third-party deals anymore. What do some people think? Wilson, have you ever used the feature yourself or posted via Xbox to Twitter before?
I have.
I have never used it before. No, never used it before.
I've used it
I
Would
did.
how long has it been integrated?
a long time since before Elon bought it.
When I first got my PlayStation 5, it was there, so definitely more than a year.
No, I personally have never used it, but I'm probably a bad person to ask this question because, as you know, I'm not a big social poster. You know what I mean? I don't really use my
Yeah,
socials except
yeah.
it's
Let's
like and
move on to
retweet, so
Ray.
pass it on. Yeah, exactly.
Ray,
Yeah.
you said you used the feature before. You're a big screenshot poster. You like to post what game you're playing,
Yeah,
let
I
people
mean,
know what you're
back-
up to. So, yeah, go.
Back in the day, there was an app that you could go from your PlayStation, your Xbox, to Twitch, to whatever social media with this certain app, and then they would rate your videos and rate your screenshots. And I used to get a lot of high points. There was guys, I mean, it was a fun app, and then I guess and it was just two guys in their garage that made that app, but I was posting stuff all the time off my consoles and stuff, and it was fun. It's just sad, man. It's really sad because I like to send stuff, because I do have friends on other consoles, and I used to send them bragging videos when I used to play Madden or I used to play FIFA, especially FIFA, when I used to do certain goals and I would show it off. So it really sucks, because it was one of the things that I really loved doing on console was bragging. It gave me bragging rights, because you can never say you did that shot, or you did that dunk, or you killed that boss, unless I don't know. It just sucks. It really sucks, man. I hate when they do that,
absolutely.
when they take stuff away.
It's honestly just extra steps. So for VP work, I'll take the pictures and I'll have to upload them to the app, and then I'll have to go on my phone, put them from my phone app to my phone, and then from there I can post to Twitter. They just literally added extra steps for both Nintendo and PlayStation, and Nintendo is like so difficult to pull screenshots from. I think you have to pay for an external app. I don't know if anyone here is familiar with it.
Damn.
But it is not easy to pull screenshots, and one of the only ways was the Twitter integration. So having that gone is brutal.
I don't get it with Nintendo, because when I used to play with my Nintendo Switch with my coworkers, we had to use a stupid app on the phone just to talk, and you see heads pop up on your phone to talk to people, and I was like, who does this? Like, what are you doing? So I don't know, man. I think sometimes companies just take 3 steps forwards and then they go all the way backwards, man. I just don't get it. Just don't get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else on the Twitter and the consoles parting ways?
Yeah, I have a question. Why did they remove it? Why is there no longer access? What was the reasoning behind this move of removing the integration?
So before it was free, the API for Twitter integration into your into anything. That's why Discord bots, you were able to follow Twitter feeds and stuff. Now Elon Musk wants money.
Okay, so Elon wants a small payday from each of these large corporations, and they said no. What I would find extremely funny is if they all banded forces and created their own. And you know how well that would go with the console wars. Like, let's put all these people into one basket and have them talk. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Plus, the
Game
Xbox
feed.
version could be called X.com.
Ooh.
Oh, well, yeah, it's interesting. It's really the last sort of transition from old Twitter to X, and I think it's just a new coming of age. Recently we had likes removed from Twitter. And that's been, some people in here have certain suspicions why likes were removed from Twitter. So the situation now is that if you like a post, the external world can no longer see who has liked other people's posts. And this was done very strategically for certain content. Does anyone want to jump into Ray? Perhaps you want to jump into why that was done?
You just got.
It's funny because you go to him because he's a pervert. Lol.
Wow, David. Do you want to explain it, Wilson? You want to explain it now?
Let Wilson explain it. Okay, go ahead, Wilson.
He's already playing with his banana. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you told me all about how your significant other doesn't want to use her platform anymore because of this.
Georgia is very much Gen Z, bro, and she's into her socials and her posts, and she likes all her friends to like and retweet and all that bullshit, right? And when this happened, she went on a rant on her Twitter, by the way, saying, "What's even the point in me posting anymore? What is even the point in me posting anymore if people can't see who liked my things? Okay, I want you to be able." It was ridiculous. It was so annoying. But there's a lot of people who feel this way. There are a lot of
but
people.
You know what
who
it's
feel
actually
this way.
about, like what this is for. And what
It's
it's
for porn.
for, no. What it's for is for people to like not likable speech. Like, you have free speech
Ooh.
because you're allowed to say a whole bunch of stuff, even vile stuff. But when you do a post, like, we're coming up in the United States on an election cycle, okay? So, people can see if you liked a Donald Trump post. People can see if you liked a Joe Biden post. Some of these things have been removed due to this, for the speech that's not liked, and for the political stuff, because things can be held against you. Just look at the Carano chick from Star Wars. She was fired for one of her not even provocative tweets.
SPG, I feel like this is a knock at somebody that got their account removed from Twitter and put in read-only mode.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Vet, why don't you comment on this, since you are the Hamburglar here on Twitter?
Oh my God. No, they promote free speech to an extent. That, like, I get Elon bought it, said, oh, we're going to be, this is the free speech platform. We're going to cater to everyone and you can do whatever you want. And the media makes it out to be like, you can say whatever you want, and everybody says this shit on Twitter. That's just what's on paper. I proved a point by countering 2 people and I was put in Twitter jail 3 times, and the 3rd time they actually suspended my account permanently and claimed to not allow me to have any more accounts. And if I use that account, I can't do anything. They removed all my followers. They removed everybody that I followed. And then literally all I can do is view stuff. So it does not matter who owns Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. They're silencing to cater to what Elon wants.
Well, I just think that they're hiding the likes so that some people will be more motivated to like something they wouldn't normally like, because everybody could be visible and they could see it.
Oh, of course. They're doing this shit. They're doing this shit. Elon's setting this up to make it his own little place to vent. It's kind of, Trump created Truth Social when he got banned from Twitter. What happened? That's where he vented everything and could say whatever he wants. Elon's doing the same exact thing with X. He renamed it whatever to something he wanted. He's removing features he doesn't like and adding features he does, so he can say whatever he wants. And
well,
if you
nobody
don't go
touched.
along with it, your account is banned.
Nobody touched on one aspect of what it is. Although I never thought of that, SPG, and it's food for thought for sure. But Ray, jump into the.
Please, thank you. Man, let me tell you something. There is some they're called trolls out there, folks. They're called trolls.
I know one.
And when you, because one time somebody posted something about Amazon Luna, and I gave it a like, and someone saw that I liked it, and then somebody came after me in my DM saying, "I thought you were all about Stadia. You're just an a-hole. You're a wannabe or something." Just attacking me.
Oh, that was my account. Sorry about that.
Auto-generated.
And I mean, and you gotta look. There was a comedian, and he was making fun of somebody's 3-month-old son. And people were giving it all kinds of likes and stuff. And that father went and found the comedian at his show, and he punched the dude on stage.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
People are crazy, man. People are crazy. And with this whole Democrat, Republican, or whatever, it's just getting out of hand, and people are just you get shamed if you like something.
But
or you support something.
Can I just add one more thing?
No.
No.
You can't.
It's fine. Move on. Do whatever you want.
The last thing I want to touch on this is that it was for the boobies. That's what a lot of people are saying. It was updated to allow porn. And so people will be able to like content and I guess not be seen liking this content.
Yeah. Man and wife who are married and are following each other cannot see each other liking other porn. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
that's all.
Looking up the jigglies. Look,
yes. Version of the porn thing. A potential employer cannot also see you liking that same thing.
Right,
Good
so just
show.
go play Stellar
Good
Blade.
show.
It's literally to hide how many likes Wilson is looking at when he checks out all the jiggles.
You
Well, let's
laugh, but
move
there was.
on
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
from the Twitter,
The Jigglypuff?
because the Twitterverse is a
Can
lot
we
of
talk about?
toxicity,
Oh no,
and
never mind. I was just gonna say. I was gonna suggest YouTube cracking down on ad
It's a
blockers
Rue Dig
again.
show. Go Rue. Go Rue. Go Rue.
latest on Fable release date. All right, so I wanted to get the panel's opinions here. We're seeing that Fable has a release date of October to December of 2025 for Fable. Now, the question I want to pose to the panel is that do you think this will move given that Grand Theft Auto 6 has the same release window?
Yes.
I don't
Yes, I
think
do.
a big game like this will want to touch that release date with a window. They'll want their own time in the sun. I don't know. I think Fable will be pushed to 2026. So perhaps we'll touch on some other voices. We'll go Callie, David, Jem, and Nats. We'll touch on the
Yeah.
top half there. So, Callie, do you think Fable will be pushed to 2026, or do you think they'll go toe-to-toe with GTA?
I think it could be a possibility. I don't know. All I have to say is take your time. Honestly, we don't need any mishaps like Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky and stuff. You know, with a release that doesn't have what it was promised or showed, and then we get less. So, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. 2025, go for it. If not 2026, that works too.
Nice, nice. Wilson, do you think it'll be pushed, or do you think it'll go toe-to-toe?
I likely think it'll be pushed because it's just so much time between then and now. I would hope it ends up getting pushed as well because I think if it doesn't end up getting pushed, that the reasoning will be publishers wanting to get their game out and get their money in. And that's just, as we all know as gamers, that's just not great long term in terms of bringing a game out to us. I would like it to get pushed in terms of making sure it's a fully fledged product, but also, yeah, it would be smart to avoid the GTA 6 launch. It is going to be one of the biggest game launches in a while in gaming history. I don't know if it's going to be as big as what you think, Rue, but it is. It is going to be a massive one, right? And also, Fable is very fantasy and mythical. It's going to be a different audience, I think, to most of the GTA players. So I don't know if that's as much of an issue, but it is still going to be getting all of that gaming attention in that time. And Fable's a classic IP. They could garner a lot of attention themselves if they pick a window where there isn't something else like a GTA 6 that everyone's talking about. So yeah, I think it would be the best option to delay it, but I also think they'll have to do that if they want to release a decent game in the first place. But we'll see. We will see.
And Jem, I know you're a PC player, but do you think this will release on this console generation? Do you think GTA affects other games' release windows? What do you think other people look at when they're releasing a game?
I've seen so many game companies release games on around other big titles, and then they fail because of that. So it's normal for companies to don't even look at other games. If I was Microsoft, I would probably do it like a month before GTA 6 or delay it further because GTA 6 is going to have a massive impact, and that's about it really, because we've seen this before. Like there was a game called Battleborn by Gearbox. It wasn't a bad game, but it was around the launch of Overwatch, and even though they're not really the same game, but people compared it to the together, and Battleborn suffered. Again, it wasn't a bad game. Then you have Titanfall 2, which this is so hilarious. It was released on the same day as Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. Battlefield is such a massive IP; it overshadowed Titanfall 2. Both great games, but Titanfall 2 suffered because of Battlefield 1, and it's from the same company. So companies literally do not care about other games' release dates. They just release it whenever they feel like it, based on like market research and stuff. But they never research the actual, what are your competitors, what other big titles are coming out, and then they suffer for it. If they were smart, they should, like everyone else says, plan around GTA 6 release date.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. Well, I think we got a lot of perspective on that one. Nads, I'm going to take you as the leader on this next article here.
Alright, no worries.
We have the Omni-Movement confirmed for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And how does this work? This is a brand new movement technology now coming to the game. Now, I think changing movement technologies for the game will either split the camp. People will either love it or hate it. I don't know if you're going to get everyone loving it. I think it's very bold to move forward with a completely different traversal system. Essentially, it's allowing 360 movement from whichever direction you press the button in, which, to be honest, I thought already existed. I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
as
wait, how is that
forward
different?
prominent as it was. But
Oh.
Nads, do you think that a new movement style will help FPSs? Do you think it'll split the camp? Do you think it's a smart thing to do? Any thoughts on this one?
Oh, so it's basically adjusting the camera, like where the perspective of where you're looking. And like you said, I thought that was something already happening, but I guess when you look around, your whole body move. In this case, is gonna be your head movement or something like that, as they show
Right.
there. So it's not gonna affect or change the way people play, though. I don't think it's gonna affect any of that. It's just gonna be helping them surviving. You know, like the joke about people like tucking themselves in the corner and you get the legs sticking out and people can kill you through the wall because your leg is sticking out through the wall. I don't think those things are going to be happening because of that. I think it's going to fix some issue in FPS, but it's not going to be a massive change. It's just like an evolution or a progression of the change, if that makes sense. So,
So you
that's
would
my
akin
point of
it
view.
to more of a quality of life improvement.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So, Rudix,
SPG, you
explain-
wanna? Yeah.
Yeah, explain something to me real quick. This Omni movement, isn't it that you can run from left to right now and in those directions rather than you're sprinting forward and then you sidestep and you sidestep
Yeah.
slower? You can now run from side to side and in any direction, correct?
Correct. You can now
Okay.
sprint in a 360 degree radius.
Yes, that actually will impact gameplay. How? I don't know. Will it be a buggy mess? I don't know. Is
Yeah.
Sounds more
cool?
immersive.
Is it cool? Yes, but like I said, if just the reason I'm making a point on this is Doc, certified Doc, is a killer out there on the battlefield, but he will use everything to his advantage, meaning crouching, cycling weapons, whatever the hell is going to take you out of the game so he can kill you quicker is what he's going to do. And I think this is going to add more tools to that man's toolbox. Just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When
Yeah.
the killer just had a knife, you're essentially handing them a hand cannon.
Well, just
You're
I've seen the
equipping
man do this.
your competition.
He does this run, weapon cycle, crouch thing, and it is so distracting and it's hard to hit him. If he can run in multiple directions now, we're just screwed. Come on, Doc. Come kill him.
Well, that's an interesting perspective as well. And we have Bjorn jumping into the chat. How you doing?
Hello.
Thanks for joining today. What are your thoughts on Omni Movement? Have you heard of this technology before?
Completely missed.
What Call of Duty is doing is they are moving forward with a brand new traversal system where you'll be able to sprint in a full 360 area. You're no longer hampered by slowing down and sidestepping in different directions. So
I mean, I feel like that's taking it one step away from the realism. 'Cause,
I
I mean,
agree.
you can't sprint in any direction.
Do you
Like,
know what it
you do
harkens
slow down
to
when you
me?
turn.
Those old games where you're floating around on a camera.
Yeah. Pretty
What
much.
do you mean
I
by
mean,
that?
there is an audience for that, I'm sure.
You know how old first-person games didn't have. You know how modern games usually first-person games will have like a head bob as you're moving, right? And as you sprint, the head bob gets more aggressive. And as you go left or right, as you strafe, you slow down as if you're actually strafing with your feet in real life. Well, older games, like an old-fashioned Doom, for example, you used to just go forward and go backward and go right, and it's almost like you're floating, but at a fixed axis above the ground. Do you know what I mean? But you're just floating in any direction you want. And I feel like I'm sure the head bob's going to be there, but that floating aspect, I feel like it's gonna be, as what Bjorn's saying, less immersive. It's gonna go back to what old games were like in a way.
To
Sure,
be
it might be
fair,
better for
there is,
shooting
I'm
though.
sure
It
there's an
might be
audience
better
for
for
that. Like
fast-paced
there's,
shooting.
yeah, and like the on like competitive gaming side, there will be like most. I think people will love it, but it is taking it a step away from the realism. Not that COD has been quite that realistic for quite a while, I'm sure, but like, yeah, it is taking it one step away from that direction. Which, I mean, to be fair, that just differentiates Battlefield from COD even more. Like, it makes them two very different games. So maybe that's a good thing for both of them. Like, there's an audience for both.
Yeah, well, I think it'll either split the camp or everybody will love it. And I hope they're adding more than just Omni-Movement to really change the feeling of Call of Duty, because I will say it has felt the same for a long time. Wanted to touch on another story I think we can all relate to here. Google Stadia account is now gone. Yes, at Google Stadia has removed its Twitter account. It's a little sad to see. I wrote, this hurts the heart. Stadia was more than the sum of its parts. It was a community, a people, a movement of gaming that was cut short. To the age of Stadia, I will always be a founder. And then that's how I feel. You know, it's sad to see Stadia gone. And every now and then we're reminded a little bit of it because we pay attention to the news. So I want to go around and maybe just ask everyone to touch on a nice memory of Stadia here, almost like a little remembrance here. So we'll start with Bjorn.
Let's just put it this way: I still have the Stadia app installed on my phone, and I will never take it off. Like, it's a memento. It's gonna stay there forever, and because I mean, Stadia is what brought me together with you guys, and a lot of the rest of the community, and that's always going to be an important part of me. So yeah, like, sad to see it go. Even like it's been gone for a while, but now it's even more gone. But yeah, I will never leave my phone. That's for sure. Still have it bookmarked as well.
I still have it on my TV for sure. Callie, how about yourself? A nice memory on Stadia?
Oh man, it was just honestly meeting you guys, man. That just meeting people and having a flawless experience while playing in the cloud. Just it was awesome.
For sure. Wilson.
Okay, so now seems like a good moment to remind you all that I am the last ever Stadia champion. But you know what? We're also in the presence. We're also in the presence, and I only found this out last week, of the first ever Stadia champion, which is Gem. I didn't know he was the first. So both the first and the last Stadia champions of that Cloud Gaming Championship are on this
We're
panel,
also
which I
the
think is
only
really
one.
cool.
It's only been twice.
Yeah, there was only 2 summer ones. Yeah, he had winter ones though, didn't he? He
But
did
as
have
you
winter.
said before, we're both from the UK.
Yeah, so Britain hold both the only Cloud Gaming Championships for the summer. So yeah, I feel like that's worth mentioning. I'll take my time bringing that up.
Cheerio. Well deserved, the two of you. Gem, a fond Stadia moment if you have one.
So many, man. I made a bloody channel out of it. It's still there. It's gonna be there until Google eventually takes it down. It's just nice memories. Sometimes I actually watch my old videos just for the memories and nostalgia. But yeah, it was great. I'm glad it existed. I'm glad I experienced like peak cloud gaming. And I'm glad I met you guys through it as well. No regrets. I still have the Stadia controllers as well. They've got the founders and everything. It's just in my wardrobe, just just packed.
I still use mine.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. That's cool to keep it alive there. Nads, you got a fond Stadia memory there.
Well, yes. This is where I met you. So this is where we became my best bud online and created our Stadia Party Chat podcast and turned to be Cloud and
Chat
Console.
Stadia.
So,
Yeah, and now Cloud and Console.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's this channel.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. I remember playing a lot of Destiny with you when like the first game on Stadia, the first release of Destiny 2, which was pretty amazing. I had a lot of good time there playing with everybody, and man, like yeah, I still have the controller. I still use them nowadays, you know. So
yeah,
it's definitely a big fond memory I'll always remember.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
SPG.
Yeah, man. Stadia meant and means a lot to me, man. A lot. I was a single player gamer, so it introduced me to multiplayer gaming with an actual community, and the community was full of rock stars. And I truly mean that. The community was full of rock stars. I don't want to. Okay, I met Ray in one of his streams, and he was so welcoming in his stream. He wanted me to share content. He shouted me out without even knowing who the hell I was. And then I found out that most of the Stadia community was full of people with a mindset like Ray. They had open hearts, open minds, and I just had a blast. It was the future, and now it's the past. It's sad, but I'll miss it for sure.
Oh, you're making me cry.
Well, Ray, you're next.
First of all, it brought me all you knuckleheads, so I will always to the day I die cherish that. So it's got like a second family. But I will give you this memory. There was a YouTuber named Young Ye, and Young Ye used to bash the hell out of Stadia. And so there was an event where he was doing a showcase, and they were talking about a game that was coming to, the consoles. And he was bragging that it wasn't going to come to Stadia. But our wonderful guy, the bald-headed Agent 57 that used to be in charge of Stadia, Phil Harrison, came out and he says, not only is this game coming to Stadia, but we get an exclusive demo for us.
Yeah.
And so that video, that was the first video that I ever got almost 2,000K likes. And I was like, and people, I think that put my name out there, and people was just like, oh my God, I can't believe that. And I usually don't like to go after nobody, but he just kept bashing and talking trash. But he looked such like a buffoon, and I played this really sad song towards the end because you could see how stupid he felt on his showcase because he kept talking about Stadia wasn't going to get this game. So it was pretty funny. So that was my little quick memory.
Oh
Nice.
man, all the shows, all the hosts, all the panelists, so much fun. Oh. Vet, I know you love Stadia. Share a nice memory.
I have tons of nice memories. I literally met everybody in this Discord through Stadia, especially coming from the retro community that I was a part of before I joined. I mean, I helped create. I made so many friends just by playing games. One of the best memories that still lives on today is beating SPG in Madden. And him almost
Wow.
that gameplay and that yelling lives on in infamy. But no, I was there. I mean, Wreckfest on Stadia was one of my favorite things to do all the time. With we had so much fun with that and Red Dead Online. I mean, there were so many games that I enjoyed playing with everybody, with the community. I helped build and create the SBC, and that's how I met Ray. Because I used to see him out there all the time. Anthony was a huge SB, and Now Your Mama Knows, the cowboy. Him and I and Spectre built that, and I championed to get Ray a part of it as well, and we made even more friends through that. I mean, the list goes on with how many Gem, Blake, Stadia. There were CGD. There were tons of people that I'm still friends with that I wouldn't have met without Stadia.
Yeah, it's epic times. I do have a couple more articles. I know you guys like talking about things, so I'm gonna quick fire.
Can I bring up one more memory? One
No.
more memory room.
No.
All right, last memory since you're the last Stadia champ.
Just one more. I appreciate that, brother. Just one more, and I didn't share it with all of you, but anyone was always welcome to it, and we had so much fun doing it on the mornings. Golf with the boys. Oh, golf mornings with the boys. What we do
I
in
remember you
Discord
guys
now,
doing that.
a few of us used to do in Stadia chats, playing golf for the first couple hours in the morning, just chatting shit and saying hello and starting our day, and it was peak. Oh,
Yeah,
I love
some would
golf
take
with the
more
boys.
time than others to hit the ball, but it was so much fun.
All right. There are some rose-colored glasses because when I played golf with these guys, they were like, "Don't press the start button on Stadia." I'm like, "What are you guys talking? Don't press the start button." Froze for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh my gosh! But let's continue through here. I want to rapid fire. No current Unreal Engine 5 game can run native 4K resolution with decent performance due to the engine's design. I found this to be incredibly shocking. It looks like they're going to have to be leaning on AI upscaling to get a decent 4K performance. This is interesting to see that the engine was natively built like this.
Is this
does
the
anyone...
SPG was? Is this the SPG was right section?
Yes.
Well, this is saying that the technology itself, Unreal Engine 5, is not able to pump out the 4K, which is interesting to see. It says it leans on the fact that it needs to use upscaling solutions like NVIDIA DLSS. So I feel like 4K may be out of the realm for a little bit, whether this was by design or it's just sheer power they had to give at some point. So they decided to scrap the 4K element and perhaps pump it out at 2K, which I think is perfectly fine. But does anyone... Yeah,
here's something you have to take into consideration. The engine is going to outlive the hardware it's running on right now. And that's how they designed the engine.
Yeah,
that's
that
for
is
sure.
very true. But also like I think with the current rate of AI upscaling, like just this week I saw an AI tool that can upscale, like creatively upscale video from like 720p to 4K and actually add in like the details on the, like, so you can take an old like 720p phone film and upscale that to 4K without any and just increase the quality. That is technology that we have now. So I mean, as technology advances, why would they rather anything else than 1080p or 2K and then just upscale? Because upscaling is getting that good. Makes more sense from a hardware perspective.
I remember when
other things.
480 pixels was high definition. So we've come a long way since then.
All I'm saying is just keep into consideration that this engine is going to be used for over the next decade.
Right.
Yeah.
And we sounds like we'll need AI upscaling just to get it to 4K. Like natively, we won't have 4K games for the next decade.
But that's what I mean. Like,
Well,
we shouldn't say that we need it, because it's a case of it's going to be in everything, no matter what you do. So why would they spend time rendering native 4K when everyone is just going to have upscaling anyway?
Right, but this is the problem that
means you can put more stuff into what the game is putting out.
Well, I truly think that this is the major issue that the Series X and the PlayStation 5 has to contend with, which is Unreal 5, how robust the engine is, and what resources it demands to run. I think that we're going to run headlong into, hey, this game isn't going to run very well, or you're definitely going to have it at 30. Like, just get used to that. Because that's
optimization only gets you so far.
Yeah,
30,
right. Because we're brute forcing all of the game right now, and these consoles were designed before AI was even brought into the picture. So now that all these engines are using AI upscaling just to get to 60, I mean, that's the situation we're in. It's all about timing, and we're like a teenager right now in its awkward growing phase.
It's the battle that's always existed in the industry though of gaming, right? Which is it's like the frog and the snake in nature, right? The frog has got a poison that the snake can take so much of, and it's meant to deter the snake. So they both evolve alongside each other. The snake gets a better stomach to be able to digest the frog, and the frog gets more poisonous to be able to keep deterring the snake. And it's a constant battle, and we see that.
Swallow the nut.
Yeah, exactly. But we see
And then it
that
goes
with
kill humans.
gaming, between the engines and stuff that the games are running on and the tech that those engines need to be able to function at their peak, right? We see it in gaming all the time. So the 4080 comes out, Unreal 5 gets released. The 5080 comes out, bloody the next engine or the next update to Unreal 5, Unreal 5.1 comes out, or the next version of ray tracing comes out. You know what I mean? It's a constant give and take. It's a constant battle in the gaming industry and the tech industry.
Like, do you guys remember Crysis? Like, original launcher Crysis? Everyone was joking, like, oh, this NASA supercomputer, can it run Crysis? Because nothing could run Crysis at maximum graphics. And
yeah, that
honestly,
used to be the
this
benchmark.
day,
Now Cyberpunk
Crysis was
is.
built-
Yeah, Jem, I
Crysis was
think
built
they're
not for the
referring
current
to consoles, is what it is. I haven't read the article, but it looks like they're referring to consoles, I would imagine.
Oh, if it's consoles,
Also,
then we
like-
could talk about 1080p then.
Yeah, but also, like, I mean, Crysis, it still runs quite badly, like, originally, on the maximum graphics on modern hardware, due to the fact that they thought that CPUs would be where the hardware would come from, not GPUs. And, like, stronger cores, not more cores, for the CPUs. So even, like, most games that are like that of that fidelity is designed not for the current hardware, but for future hardware, which sometimes they don't know what it is. And I think this is, Unreal Engine is pretty much the same thing. It's designed for a future where everyone AI upscales, because that's where that's built into every phone, every PC, every console. And currently it may not be, but
the article says that when Unreal Engine is at 4K on CPU, it's pushing 4080s to the limits. So that is what the article is going into in terms of PC gaming at 4K. So that's
yeah, and if it's pushing a 4080, which is an $1,800 fucking graphics card, you ain't getting that out of your consoles. It's just never gonna happen. Yeah. And they built Unreal 5 for not the 50. Like, we're going to be playing games on Unreal 5 for a very long time, and they have barely scratched the surface of what they're going to be able to do with this.
Unless they found new technology that's better. Who knows?
Cloud.
Maybe soon everything's going to be holography. Yeah. Well, you look at the NVIDIA with the AV1, using AV1. It's just old technology they were using. Sometimes it's just a matter of like relooking back at what they've used in the past, or something that came out and use it with the technology we have today.
And not only that, GPUs are going to be shorted this run anyway, because they're making AI devices, man, with those same boards. So a whole lot less is going to go into graphics card manufacturing, and a whole lot more is going into the AI modules.
What are we talking about? I had to make my kid lunch.
Good thing we're playing on the cloud.
No, we're just wrapping up here. I appreciate everybody's
Sony Switch.
Everybody's input onto Unreal Engine 5 and the limits we're running into with existing hardware. We're gonna need AI to save us from ourselves in terms of gaming. But in terms of the rest of the world, they're already working on social engineering, I'm sure. My prediction, 10 years we'll be electing an AI president. So we'll see what happens with the future. There's your doom and gloom for today. But I want to thank the panel for coming and hanging out with me this Friday, as we always do every Friday on the download, live from Cyborg City. And if there's one takeaway from this show, go get the banana game and freaking get some money, guys.
I have
It's all
16
about that
pence in
banana game.
bananas right now. 16 pence in
You
bananas.
said it wrong.
That's
Everybody go out there, play with your banana, and make that money.
yeah. Thank you, SPG.
While you're playing with said banana, make sure you're live streaming it as well.
All right. Well, that's a different channel. Everybody, let's quick fire and let people know what they're up to this
I'm
week.
a limp dick bitch.
We'll start from the bottom this time. Vet, let people know where they can find you, what you're up to.
You guys can find me on Threads, X, and in the Discord. That's pretty much it. I don't do much live streaming anymore. I just kind of sit around in the Discord, post stuff on social media, make some recorded videos here and there, sporadically. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out with you crazy bastards.
Nice, nice. And we got Ray plugging in and charging up the cyborg.
Yo, in about a half an hour, guys, at about, 12:30 a.m. or 9:30 Pacific, I will be doing the update with Santiago on the Sportscast. We're going to be talking about sports, Jaguars overpaying their quarterback. And guys, look, I forgot to say, I'm playing Octo Traveler 2. It is a beautiful game. I love it. I'll be streaming that this weekend. Shut up, Vet. I'll be streaming that this weekend. Thank you, everybody on the panel, and thank you in the chat. Thank you, Redix.
I love sports.
Awesome. SPG, what are you going to be up to?
You can find me over at Simply Pwned Gaming on YouTube, and here in an hour, I'm going to be streaming some shooty bang bang, either some Battlefield or some PUBG. I'm not sure, but come hang out if you want.
Finals. Was that
Hey, I do have the finals. I may cuss a
something?
lot.
That's normal.
Yes.
We got our podcast this weekend on Sunday here on Cloud&Console.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be also streaming on Monday some Diver, and also Tuesday go back to some Baldur's Gate with SPG and Rudex to finish our playthrough. But other than that, I'm probably gonna be streaming some in and out of there, like some Destiny 2, just continuing the saga.
Nice. And Jem, where can people find you? What are you up to? If you want to be found.
No, don't worry about it. I'll find you.
I already know where Jim is. He's everywhere because he is AI.
With a loaded gun.
No.
Peekaboo.
I see you.
All right. Wilson, your shout out, sir.
Bye, Pixel Man's on Steam, guys.
Great hanging out with you all as always, and I'm just going to dedicate my shout out to Iniok. Great to see her in your chat right now, and she was doing an interview with Purple Haze last night, which was a great one, so go check that out if you've missed it.
I don't want to.
Nice.
Awesome. And Callie, Mr. What are you up to?
I will be streaming tonight, 10 o'clock. I will be streaming the new Alan Wake Night Springs DLC, and I'll be giving away some Boosteroid day or few day uses codes. So come on down, give Boosteroid a try, and watch me use it.
And if people want to make sure they don't miss Callie's stream, hit the link, join the Discord. He'll be posting his stream as long as all these awesome content creators are posting their streams in the Discord, so you can all join in and make sure you don't miss anybody. And we have Bjorn. What have you been up to? What's going on? What kind of content can we look forward to on your channel?
I have so much content in the works, but I don't know what to put out. I have more like half-baked videos than ever. Nothing ready to release and no time to make them. That's pretty much me.
Epic. Well, thank you everybody for coming by, hanging out in chat. I know usually we have a song. I let you down this week, but don't worry. Next week we'll have an even more epic song. But we got the credit outro, and that is a banger as well, made by DJ Oh My Gosh.
Will we
give
have
a listen
Rudix
and
dance
check
off?
it out.
I would like a Rudix dance off.
Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next week on the download. before the soundboard goes out of control.
Emotional damage.
Oh.
Grove. 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 Why try to believe in me? Why try do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me who finds hype super decently smooth. Nice type, but as sick as